Welcome to Western Australia. On this expedition, we'll be traveling from Perth all the way up to Exmouth and back, kitesurfing along one of the most beautiful and raw coastlines in the world during the windy summer season. Over 4,000 kilometers driving between the desert and the incredible Ningaloo Reef through 10 days of pure adventure. This kite expedition was an invite from Kite, from Smile KiteSurf and Joey, the local behind Road to Adventure, who brought it all to life with his convertibles, 4x4s, and years of experience exploring this world. What we didn't know yet was just how wild this journey was about to get. So, we flew from Sydney to Perth, a 4-hour flight across the country that only marked the start of a much longer journey ahead. By the time we landed, the crew was already all the way up in Shark Bay, almost 1,000 kilometers north. So we had some serious catching up to do. We hit the road straight from the airport and drove for hours and hours through those endless straight roads, cutting across the desert. It honestly felt like we were in the middle of nowhere. After almost 19 hours on the move, a night in Geraldton, and another 5 hours of driving the next morning, we finally caught up with everyone in Carnarvon.
Hello, mate. Just showing Paddy the different kite spots. So that's one of the kite spots just back there. But it's a bit more for advanced kiters because of the obstacles in the water and that sort of thing. And then she's just checking the beach here to see how high the tide is. And then there's another spot back down there. So you just sort of follow us around.
Similarity with actually sailing, because
Yes, yeah, for sure.
because you cannot go towards as well, because
Exactly.
you have to zigzag to go
Yeah,
like
you can
against.
go downwind on a run, they call it, on a boat.
yeah
But then to go upwind you have to tack.
yeah
And so instead, like, obviously you adjust your sails to tack, but then a boat has a centerboard or a dagger board,
yeah
or a real sharp keel to stop it drifting downwind. Our keel, our centerboard, is the edge of our board.
all
you
right,
know,
so you have to dig in
Yeah.
to kind of
It's easier to show you with a board. If you were to, wind's coming over my back, and if you were to just stand on the board flat like that, you're just going to drift downwind, you know?
yeah
Whereas if you edge your board like this, you're putting this rail in the
It goes
water,
sideways.
cutting, and that's how you basically hold your ground from drifting down. But we're quite heavy as kite surfers. When we're wet and we're sat in the water, we've got a harness on and everything like that, how we get started. We can't just dive our kite to the right and start going straight to the right upwind,
yeah
because there's a lot of resistance of our body. So we have to dive our kite and we have to try and make ourselves sort of as streamlined as possible to get up and planing. You know, when you're on a boat and you put the throttle down real hard on the throttle,
yeah
the boat will like rear up like this and it struggles, doesn't it?
yeah
And then it gets up on the plane and it's efficient, and then you can back off on the revs. Same as this, we go towards our kite, so I'll actually dive my kite, I'll point my board towards it to get up in planing, so my body weight, instead of being leant back, is up, my weight's above the board,
yeah
and then I'm efficient, I'm planing, and then I can start turning and edging upwind.
okay
We watched the sunset over the water, something you only get on the west side of the country. After a quick shower, we cooked dinner and ate together before driving a couple more hours to get closer to Exmouth. That night, we pulled over and slept at a rest stop on the side of the road. The next day, we woke up early and booked our camp spots at Osprey Bay inside Cape Range National Park for the next field day. Before heading in, we made a quick stop in Exmouth, then followed the road into the park. Our first stop was the Fleming Head Lighthouse, where the view was just incredible, a mix of red desert, mountains and turquoise water. From there, we kept driving south along the coast until we reached Sandy Bay.
Yeah, we're going to spend 3 days kiting this coastline. It's pretty much the highlight of the trip from Perth to Exmouth, finishing here. And so, yeah, today Sandy Bay. Tomorrow we've got a full day. And so we're going to take the troopy, load it up with all the gear and go down to Windabandy Point, which is another big sandy point that sticks out into the ocean, creates a real flat sort of lagoon on the inside, but clean wind, and yeah, it's just dreamy to kite. So 3 days here. You could spend a lifetime here if you really want. Yeah, and you see all this sand on the road here. This is because they've just had a cyclone. Cyclone Sean hit Exmouth like 3 days ago. And so, yeah, as we were driving through town, there was heaps of trees down and like branches snapped off. And I've never seen the sand over the road like that before.
Estamos aqui em Exmouth, nortezão de Western Australia, WA. Olha esse paraíso, a cor dessa água é inacreditável. Happy days.
Epic trip. We are only girls, so we've got 7 chicks from all around the world, 8 with me. So we've got Russians, we've got Aussies, we've got Emma from Canada, Emily from Uruguay, myself from Brazil. And it's just really nice to be kiting with women. We support each other to get better and to be the best version of ourselves in and out the water.
Sandy Bay was a paradise. Shallow turquoise water, white sand, and perfect conditions for kiting. The girls jumped straight in and kited until the last light. That night, the ocean breeze and the sound of the waves put us straight to bed, ready to keep exploring this incredible coast the next day.